Mountain Knight Sports back in the building. The red corner, my co-host Michael. We're here to talk boxing. We are here to talk MMA. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, there was a lot of things that's going on. A lot of things we're definitely gonna have to unpack because there is a lot of stuff that has happened within the last week or so. But I'm a, um I'm gonna start off. What should we start off with?
Boxing.
Boxing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if you saw the picture, but they spotted Tank at the Super Bowl with on in a wheelchair. In a wheelchair, bro. Apparently he's fine though. At first they were saying he had an ankle injury, but um,
My guy being dramatic.
yeah, I can't understand why he was in a wheelchair because he released a video today and he's showing his ankles or whatever, and he's good. So I'm trying to figure out what in the world was he trying to do? What was he? I just want to know what was he
I
trying to
mean,
do?
there's a good chance that it wasn't even his.
Idea?
Yeah.
You
I
think
mean,
what? You think
it's
it could have been made to like throw the people off or like Ryan?
no. I mean, no. It was probably just because, like, even if he's on it, you don't want him to like walk around on it a whole bunch. Like, you want to keep him off it. Uh, I remember like my grandmother, for example. Not taking. I'm not calling take a grandma, but she can walk perfectly fine.
Mm.
But like whenever we go to like on a cruise or something like that, or wherever we go where we have to walk long distances, we get her a wheelchair. Even though she can walk,
Hmm.
it's
You just don't
keeping her,
want to, yeah, off it.
yeah, keeping her off her, off her legs. So she's older, she's worn down. So keeping it off her knees, off her joints, or and stuff for a long period of time, it's gonna save her some pain.
Right,
So it's kind of the same idea, I guess.
right. So,
Just
you're preventing whatever.
mhm.
What I'm saying? It's prevention. At the end of the day, so you could look at yeah, you could definitely look at it like
Well,
that.
prevention could be recovery as well.
Hmm.
If his ankle got tweaked in
Right.
sparring or whatever,
Hmm.
you want to just, it's kind of like Mahomes. Mahomes, yeah, either talking about before the Super Bowl or excuse me, before the conference game. I don't watch football, so yeah, but they were talking about before the conference championship game how he had a high ankle sprain, and it's really a matter of recovery of staying off of it
Yeah.
and yeah, just doing the right things.
Facts,
So
yo.
it's probably just, because he's not like, because if you think about it, it is irresponsible if you have a fight coming up and you have an ankle sprain to be walking on it, because
Right.
it
Right. It's
is
gonna
going to
get
get
worse.
worse.
It's
It
just gonna get
is
worse. It's just gonna get worse. Yeah, that's very
like
true.
like everyday life you can tough it out. Like, I mean, I've rolled my ankle so many times and just toughed it out.
Hmm. Hmm.
But like, if you're, if you're a hot commodity,
Exactly. This is
if you're,
millions we're talking about.
yeah, if you're precious cargo, I should say.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Then they're gonna do the most, bro. They're just gonna do the most to try
Right.
and keep you, to try
Exactly.
and keep, bro. Do you know, like, even in like even in sports, bro, even in high school sports. I remember when I was playing soccer in high school, like, we weren't allowed, like, we literally were not allowed to play pickup games. Like, we weren't allowed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we weren't
Wow.
allowed to play outside. I mean, we still did,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
because
But
how are they gonna come and enforce that? But it was a
right.
rule, like, we weren't allowed. Just
Right.
like in the pros, the pros
Hmm.
are the same way.
Hmm.
You're not allowed to go and play pickup games
Right.
because it's extra risk.
Exactly. Esterish and you were getting paid this. They already they fulfilled their contract by paying you. You got to fulfill your contract by making it to the end and not being injured or whatever. So, cause I remember there was like this guy. I don't know his name again. I don't watch football, but I know like he got hurt, or I think it was the guy that got the heart attack, right?
Yeah.
On the field.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
his team, like it was super generous. Apparently, this is apparently generous, but they basically said that they're gonna still pay him the end till the end of his contract, um because obviously he can't play, but they said they're still gonna pay him, up until what they said he was gonna pay him. I think it was maybe been like 4 or 5 year contract, and he obviously can't finish it, but they're still gonna pay him. So that's what happens, bro. If you don't You get injured. I'm pretty sure, from that being an example, clearly you don't get paid your whole entire contract if you get injured in the
Well,
middle of it.
in football, so in football, the contracts are not guaranteed.
Okay,
I believe that in football, or excuse me, I may be wrong. I believe that in baseball actually might be the only sport where the contract is like
it's
guaranteed.
guaranteed. Gee,
Yeah.
so for like those for other type of sports or football even, is it that you get paid like yearly, monthly? Like how does it work? If you know.
Well, there's a number of contracts. Like you can have like like a 2 year contract,
Hmm.
like you have a 1 year contract. Dude, you can have a contract for games. Like you could have a,
Right.
5 game or 10 game contract or something like that.
Hmm.
But it really just depends on what they want to do. It's negotiated.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
it really just depends on, your manager, your agent, or whatever, if how good of a deal they can get you.
Right. That's why a lot of times in boxing, you know, you get some a lot of dudes get paid on the back end, but what people don't realize that, and that's what's his name? What's that dude's name? Paul? Not Jake Paul. Logan Paul. When he
Mm.
fought Floyd, because he's oh because a lot of times he's saying oh Floyd he didn't get paid, right? But if I'm pretty sure I'm under the impression that he was supposed to get paid on the back end, which that can take actual up months to years for you to get everything because again, they're counting up all of the pay-per-views, counting up all the gates, they're counting up all of the advertising, and basically you get a fraction of it. That's what but you get paid in increments. You don't just get paid everything when it's on the back end. That's why they specify, okay, you get, okay, 5 million guaranteed, right?
Hmm.
Plus back end money. You know what I'm saying? Um, which you want to get both. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, you could just fight for a guarantee. I mean, but you got to make sure that guarantee is a big check. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because basically the reason why the Terrence Crawford and Spence fight never happened is because, or as of right now it's not happening, is because basically they offered them no guaranteed money, which is very
Oh.
which is well they offered both of them, which is very strange when it's the biggest fight in boxing, right? It's very strange for them to do that because that tells you that one, they're telling you that they don't believe in this fight. They don't want to put that much up for a risk, right? Because if you look at Canelo, right, they paid him 50 million guaranteed. No, sorry, they paid him over $100 million, guaranteed to fight three people. Out of the three, he lost to Bivol, but over $100 million. There was not a bigger fight than what Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence would have made. It was. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Canelo isn't bigger than him, but who he's fighting matters, right?
Yeah.
Who he's fighting is not even the same caliber of Spence and Crawford. It's a bigger fight. So, but that's really what happened though. They didn't want to guarantee anything. So, I think it's important for dudes to get guaranteed money. But back end money is good too, because you never know how well your shit might do, and that you might be rolling in millions because so much people bought it, or gates, or merch, or all sorts of things. Again, like you said, man, it's all in the contract. It's all in the
Hmm.
contract. So, um, but so you said, so what were you saying about Ngannou and Tyson Fury?
Yeah, I did hear today. I was a little bit late on it, but I did hear today that Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou are going to they are going to, I shouldn't say unify the two sports because it's not like it's the first time, but they're
Mm.
going to, you know, they're going to fight, man. They're going to have a boxing match, but it will be in 4 ounce gloves.
Ngannou's an idiot. Ngannou is not smart. A boxing match with small gloves like that,
I think it's going to be in a cage, though.
but it's a boxing match though. It's not
Yeah.
no kicks, none of that, right?
No.
Yeah, that's not gonna be pretty for him. That's not gonna be if you give him the feet, he'll do good. But you take that feet away, man. Plus he got bad knees. Oh man, he's not smart, man. Either he cashing out, you know what I'm saying, which hey, get your money, but I think he cashing out, bro. Because why in the world
No,
would you?
100%.
Why would you agree to everything Tyson wanted?
I think he wanted that though. I
I
think
don't.
he wanted the 4 ounce gloves.
Did he? I
Yeah,
swear, I
yeah.
thought it was Tyson that was saying, okay, let's do this, do this, do this. Like he made a tweet,
I think Tyson said that originally, but I do think that's just like an olive branch.
but olive branch. What do you mean by that?
I do think that's just like a thing like,
That they both
hey,
want?
you can no, I think it's Tyson being like, hey, I'll give you an advantage. I'll give you the gloves that you're used to, because if you think about it, like it's not he wants to land. Like Francis wants to land. And
Hmm.
when you have the big gloves, it's harder to land. Like and so I think he's just saying like, hey, I'll give you the little gloves. You can you that way there's more of a guarantee that you're gonna land a shot that you're gonna get. And if you land, there's more of a guarantee that like you can land a big shot and knock him out.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
So
no, that's true.
yeah,
That's
he's
true.
basically just giving him, he's giving him an advantage
Slight,
because
yeah, but
it's a slight advantage
it's a
because
slight advantage, man. Because look, if you look at both the fighting styles, right? If I have smaller gloves on, yes, Francis might. If he lands, he's knocking Tyson out. Unless he's on the coke, then we really don't know. But um, you know what I'm saying? If he lands correctly, he's gonna knock Tyson out. But you got to realize as well, right? If you have lighter gloves, that means you're able to be quicker. And Tyson already has very quick hands, so it's gonna be something where it could be Ngannou just looking for that one punch, which is not that good. You know what I'm
and God,
saying?
he's gonna have to fight defensive.
He's going to have to fight defensive, but I just don't see it in him, man. I just don't see it.
No, I don't think he's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, no, well, I agree with that, but I'm just saying he should have negotiated a better, more advantages, but I mean, I guess it would be kind of hard to do if if
Well,
if it's
okay,
a
hold on,
boxing
hold on,
match,
hold on.
regardless.
Well, let me look this up real quick, just
Okay,
so we're completely clear.
facts.
Um,
I didn't hear anything about that, and I feel like I would have heard that. Like,
Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou rules. Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. Hey, bro, I don't know how to spell this guy's name still.
ooh,
Ngannou. I mean, I
and
got it. I got
okay,
it now, but it's like about rules, special rules. Okay. Uh, we're killing retention right now.
yeah, I know.
Killing retention.
But
Francis Ngannou. Okay. So Fury clearly understands that the public has gotten a bit bored, yada yada yada. Bro, I hate it when the articles do this. When they want to just buff up. Like I asked you a question.
right, just get to the point.
Okay. All right, here it is. So 4 ounce gloves, cage, Mike Tyson as referee, Queensberry rules.
Yeah, okay, I saw that, but I don't think that's official though. Like, look at the date.
Oh, hold on, that's actually Francis. Do any of those conditions give
Wait,
no,
look
I
at.
think those are the conditions.
No, no, I know, but look at the date of the article. What date is it?
No, that was a like posted tweet.
Oh, okay, okay, but do
This article is from 7 days ago though that I'm looking at.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's actually official right now. I don't, because I've been hearing that he's supposed to fight Usyk, and that's supposed to happen in April. Fury and Usyk for undisputed
Mhm.
heavyweight. So
Oh, in
um,
April?
it's supposed to be, but you know, again, with Tyson Fury, bro, you have no clue what he's gonna do. He could one day he wants to fight you, next day, you know, it could be completely different. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that fight is going to happen. Um, that's for undisputed, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it seems like Usyk has actually been, active.
Yeah. I mean, once he came back from Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? He went out there, man. I don't know how that fight goes, man. I think Fury will win. I think he's just too big for
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and
I
it's
think Usyk is a better boxer.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. The
I
thing
think
about
Usyk's a better. Ooh, that's gonna be so interesting. I think Usyk is the. Ooh, excuse me. Usyk is the giant slayer, dude.
if he can do it, he is definitely the Giant Slayer. I mean, he's 6'3", I think, fighting dudes that are a lot taller than him. 6'6", and Joshua, Wilder's 6'7", and Fury is 6'9". So he's the biggest one out of all of them. But the way that Fury fights, you have to realize how he fights. He fights like a dirty boxer, as in he puts your weight on you. He, you know what I'm saying? He kind of he'll push you. These are things, they're tactics that um, you can get away with, but you got to realize how he's fighting, and you're fighting a smaller dude. It's going to be a lot easier to put your weight on him, hold, punch, 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 grab him, hold him, weigh him down, wear him down as well, push him out, boom, 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 and do the same shit again. Lean on him on the ropes. That's what he does. That's how he fights. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. And it works for him. And there have even been referees that say Tyson Fury is the dirtiest boxer they've ever refereed. There's a referee that said that. Um, you know, and if and that's why I think what's really going to be the difference, because yeah, Usyk is a better boxer.
It's gonna be interesting
It's
if he
going to be
tries to do that against Francis, though, because Francis,
well,
he could
Francis is
he
not.
could wrestle. He
Yeah,
could wrestle
but
though. That's
but
the
but
thing.
can he wrestle though? They can't. It's boxing though, no?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying is he can wrestle. So
Right.
like,
Yeah, grappling. But that's so.
but it's not, and you got to think about the fact that it's not gonna be ropes. It's gonna be a cage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. True. 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 I think they should do a MMA match, man. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I know that's very unrealistic.
I mean, I think they should do a kickboxing match.
Okay, kickboxing would be good. Kickboxing would be good.
I think kickboxing is a perfect blend of the two,
Yeah, I agree.
or a
They should come in the
kickboxing.
middle, bro. Like they need to come in the middle. But
I mean, bro, if you, it could be like you know how Mighty Mouse and Rod Tang, how they did that that duel match, how it was one, the first round was Muay Thai and the next round was MMA. They could do something like that.
that'd be cool as hell.
They could do something like first round boxing, then the second round is kickboxing, and then
Hmm.
the third round is going to be,
Hmm.
each time they add an element.
Right. Right.
So like
I mean,
first round,
that'd be really
that
interesting.
that'd be a
That
very interesting fight.
yeah.
First round is just your hands. Second round it's hands,
And
feet,
feet.
and
Right.
then third round is everything, grappling included.
Right. That I like that idea, man. They need to have a league like that. That would start some crazy, bro. Come on. That would start. Hey, man, we have to cut out that part, bro. We might have to invest in that for
It
real. That could be a fu That would be some sick shit. Like you
would
gotta
be.
be well rounded for that. But like that, if you're really good in one area, that means you can't let it get to the
I
next
mean,
place.
it's the perfect uh when you want to test like who's a better fighter,
Mhm.
like a boxer and an MMA athlete,
Mhm.
because you're
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
just going through the ringer
Right.
of everything.
And everyone's getting their advantage. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
every
Everyone's getting their advantage. If you think you
everyone
can
getting
knock him
their
out,
advantage. Yeah.
if you think you can knock him out in the first round and you're a boxer, then you go out and try to do that. If you can't, then you're gonna have to go through the motions now. Cause now I like that idea, man. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea a lot. That'd be a really good idea. But in a perfect world, we'd get that. We're not in the perfect world, so I highly doubt it would ever happen. You know what I'm saying? But the thought of it is really cool. Um, but yeah, I mean, these boxers, bro. The only, like we said, we've talked about this before. The only real boxers that have really gone out of their element was James Toney. Went out there to MMA because he wanted to challenge himself, and Claressa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Because they went out there and
Hell yeah.
went to MMA.
And one, Clarissa
Yeah,
Shields
she
won
won,
too.
bro. She was on a streak, I believe, but
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure
but that,
she was in the PFL. I'm pretty Jake Paul just got signed to that
hmm
same organization, the PFL.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean I just have respect for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but is it smart on either one? Like that's us. The MMA guys are more warriors. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously that's a given, but The fact that they're going from MMA to boxing, you are at such a disadvantage. But hey, they do it. They do it, man. You know what I'm saying? And obviously that's their choice. But um, you know, I'm for it though. But they were also talking about Wilder versus Ngannou as well. You know what I'm saying? In a boxing match and a UFC or an MMA fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I think if he fights any of them, but it's not my place to try to protect him. Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Get your money. You know what I'm saying? Get your
Yeah,
money.
yeah. At the end of the day, that's what it is. I don't even think Francis is like, I'm going to go in there and win. I think that Francis can obviously end any fight.
Hmm.
Literally any fight with any person, Francis can end it in one shot.
Right.
And and he's confident in that. Um, but like he just has to set up his power, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to learn how to box. He's got to learn how
Because
to box.
he can box. He started off boxing.
He did, but like you say, well, the
He's not been
difference.
boxing since he was a little
Right,
boy.
right. But my point is that the difference in the styles are so vast that a lot of the habits you have in MMA will get you hurt in boxing, right? And vice
Hmm.
versa. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, 100%.
That's so it's like he's been doing this for a while, and it's gonna be hard to break these habits. And you're gonna be fighting the top of the top, the cream of the crop. Not no, Dillian White, not no Director. This is the top level, top dudes. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
think what he should do, bro, is go out and fight a B level fighter, fight a couple of those fights, and then go ahead and try to fight Fury, Wilder, Usyk, AJ, try to get those
I
guys.
don't
But
believe that. I don't believe he should do that because it won't build his stock in boxing,
you said it
or
won't.
it won't build his stock for. And maybe it'll build his stock in boxing, but it won't build his stock for this fight
You
because the
know,
selling point is that he's coming from MMA. In that, you
yeah,
know,
yeah, but you don't think that, like, wouldn't you be a little bit more confident in the fight if you saw him go, have a couple more fights just to see how he
as
is?
maybe
You know what I'm saying?
maybe as somebody who trains, so somebody who watches the sport and is a fan of it, but as someone who is a casual,
True. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, that's true.
they're just think of like, okay, well, he's coming from MMA. It's the story, bro.
Facts.
And that's the selling point of the fight
Facts. That's
is
true.
it's
That's
because
true.
these fights, bro. I mean, this is probably and this is saying a lot, but this is probably the true. Actually, no, it's not. It's not really saying a lot. Actually, it's probably the truest thing I've heard Chael Sonnen say is that no fight is sold on a person's record, meaning like win or loss.
Hmm.
He's like only one fight in history I could think of where it was fought or where it was sold based on records,
And what fight was that?
and that is Mike Tyson and Michael Spinks,
Oh, okay.
because everybody was like uh, I don't remember what the exact saying, but it was, but one always got to go or something, because they were both undefeated at the time,
Right.
and they were like, who's gonna lose? One of them has to come away undefeated, or one of them has to come away defeated.
One
So
one O has to go.
yeah, one O has to go. That's the only fight ever where the selling point was their records.
Hmm.
Really, like what's gonna happen is just the narrative, bro.
Hmm.
It's the narrative that you can create. It's the story.
Yeah.
It's why a lot of these guys, like, they be at each other's throats, but they don't really be at each other's, so they don't really hate each other. They're just trying to sell the fight. Like they're just
Exactly.
trying to make casuals be like, oh, like
Okay.
there's some
Yeah.
conflict between these guys. Like
Exactly.
if they fight each other, the fight's not gonna be like okay. It's not gonna be like two people respecting each other,
You're
because
right. They're gonna go out there and try to kill each other.
yeah, like they just want to see, bombs getting landed. They want to see conflict.
Hmm.
That at the end of the day, they want to see conflict. They don't want to see competition.
No, it's facts.
That's
That's
what you
very
have to
that's very true.
understand, is that like me and you, we want to see competition,
Hmm.
or like somebody who watches the sport and who's like an actual fan
Hmm.
or fanatic, or they like train and they understand the positions and stuff like that. They want to see who's the best.
Right.
Like they want to see technique. They want to see,
Right.
competition.
Right. Right.
But if you're a casual, you want to see conflict.
Conflict.
So
People
two
getting
different
knocked
things.
out. You want to see people disrespecting each other. You want to see you know, people getting pushed at the weigh-in, punched at the weigh-in. They want to see a storyline. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Um,
Which is what conflict is. There's no story in competition.
hmm
It's just like
right. It's
it's objective. It's
very.
like who's the best. But conflict, there's emotions involved.
hmm
There's emotions involved, and there's a story. There's what happened.
right.
You know
Right. What does the story tell you? Does it
exactly.
get you involved? Does it get you intrigued? Because I'll tell you this, bro. I don't know if you remember the fight, but it was Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh yeah, I remember the
Yeah,
fight.
that fight, bro. Because it was, they were building it up, and for months, bro, I'm like, I don't give a damn about this fight, right? I'm like, I don't care. The
And
fight.
then Caleb Plant.
Well, no, not that one. This was before that, right?
Yeah.
But that
No, I'm
same
saying
week.
afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that was a good fight. Good opponent, but he did his
Good
thing.
build, but the
The build. Oh,
before
okay. Okay.
the
No.
big
Okay.
fight.
Well, all right. I get where you're going. I get where you're going with that. Yeah. That too. That. But I'll tell you this though. The Billy Joe Saunders fight was my favorite build up for Canelo because Billy Joe Saunders. It was the first time since Mayweather that you've seen someone disrespect Canelo, like genuine, and not have any like you know any reverence towards him, bro. He was just calling him out, like he was just getting in his head, you know what I'm saying? Because he was making fun of him how he never passed the drug test with he popped dirty for clenbuterol. He was just making fun of him all like the whole time. He's like, "You're a cheater, you're a cheater." It was the funniest shit, man. Honestly, and watching that during the fight week genuinely got me excited for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yes, I like seeing fighters fights, and when I say fighters, fight fans fights is the technical ones, the ones that you have to know exactly what's going on, and you gotta find out, you gotta look at everything. And we're gonna get into a fighters fight that we saw this past weekend. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fighters fight. That's a fighters fan fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Mm-hmm.
fighters fan fight. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be a fan to appreciate some of these fights.
Hundred
You
percent.
know what I'm saying? You got to be a real fan. But, like everything you said was true, though. People want to see knockouts. They want to see conflict. They want to see drama. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like what UFC, because, think about this, right? These other, these other MMA, promotions, right? Promotional,
Mm-hmm.
PFL, one championship. You never really hear they're not as big because number one is because they don't have a story usually. You know what I'm saying? There's no real story 90% of the time. It's not like
They
UFC.
they cannot promote like the UFC can. The UFC is the best promotional
Mhm.
tool in combat sports today. Like you could quote me later,
Mhm.
but Dana White, like what they have going over there is promotion team. They're the best in combat sports today. So I really just think that that's what it's like trying to compare it's like trying to compare a like a Civic Type R to like a Supra.
Mm. They're just different animals.
There are different animals. Like you could definitely a Civic Type R. You could boost it.
Right. You could make
Could
the same power, but it's not the
no,
same. It's
it's
just
not.
it's
It's
not the
not the
same.
same.
The wow
It's literally
factor.
not even the same car.
Right.
Not even the same car. You mean not the same? The rigidity is
Mhm.
different.
Mhm.
The obviously the weight of the car, the weight distribution of the car, the engines are not even in the same place.
Mhm.
Like it's just a
So,
different thing, bro. It's
yeah.
a different thing.
Yeah. Do you think where do you think that success comes from? Like, what if you had to zero in on like one thing? Like, where do you think that's like that?
Well, that's the thing, man. It's not one thing. It's like it's it's yes, it's knowing stuff, but it's learning and it's also luck.
Okay.
Like some of it's luck. Like that even billionaires will tell you like a lot of what like yes, there are things that you can do. Like luck, I'll put it like this: luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So even
Mm,
billionaires will tell you like it's luck.
mm.
Like a lot of the things of luck, but it was because I was working and I
Right.
had myself in the right
Right. Mind
position.
space and you're prepared to take advantage of
Yeah,
the
you were
situation.
prepared to take advantage. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Prepared to take advantage of the situation. So like I really just think that that's what it is. These, they already had, you're talking about guys who, Dana White, he's been loved fighting.
Hmm.
So he already had the passion for it.
Right. He knew.
So it was, yeah, so it was no, it was like if I could be passionate about this, then other people can be passionate about this. It's just, we got to figure out how to tap into everything
Right.
and, and create this machine,
Right.
this promotional machine essentially, because that's what they've created is a promotional machine that just, it kind of runs by, let me people run it, but they kind of it runs by itself.
Right.
Like
Right. Right.
because they're like, we're not going to do all the work ourselves. We're going to get fighters that help us help them.
Well, that and they're getting fans helping as well. They're getting people building a name off of the UFC or or just talking about it, and that helps a lot. That builds things on levels that's like making your money work for you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know
basically.
what I'm saying? Like that's why I'll tell you this because just relating it. That's why the Errol Spence versus Crawford fight is so big is because it's not, but you have not, there's not one commercial, there's not one fight, promotion about it because it was never you know, it was never an official fight, right? But the
Yeah,
fans built that fight up. The fans made that fight popular. The fans made that shit, okay, yo, these guys need a fight. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of
yeah.
it, real fans, are a large part of these things. Um, and if you can get your fans to work for you, you have I think that's what it is, bro, because I never really see
That's really exactly what it
yeah, I
is.
never see
Having your money
people
work for you.
getting your money work for you, but I never and having your value being people bringing value to you. People bringing value to your organization. I don't like not to bash any, of these PFL and Bellator. I mean, I've heard of Bellator actually from a long time ago actually. That one is what would you say? Would you say that's
Bit,
would you say that's the second biggest one?
it's tough to say. Really, I would say like the
'Cause I heard,
I would say like the trifecta is the UFC One Championship and Bellator, but in terms of popularity and in terms of level of competition, um, one thing that you got to look at is One Championship is not pure MMA.
oh no, it's not. Okay, what is it?
It's not what One Championship does like really all combat sports. They put on all they put on Muay Thai matches, they put on
Okay.
MMA, they put on grappling matches,
Oh wow.
like they put on jujitsu matches. Yeah, so like One Championship is not pure MMA, but it's for pure MMA, then it's the UFC, and then like their next competitor is Bellator for sure.
Because I remember hearing about Bellator when I was not in fighting at all. Like as a kid, I heard of Bellator. Not that I never watched or anything like that, but I did
Yeah.
hear the name, and obviously I did hear UFC as well. But yeah,
Yeah, my coach, he fought some people who now they're in Bellator today.
how old is your
Uh,
coach?
this guy that I'm thinking who I'm talking about is 28, 20.
No, I'm
No, it's
saying
29.
that's how big. That's your coach. How
That's
who we
one of my
fought?
coaches.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So he's not. Yeah, okay. So is he trying to fight like professional now or?
Well, he's actually going to fight, I believe, in April. He's going to fight in April because he retired and then he came back. So I believe he retired, I believe, 18-3 at 21 fights.
Oh shit, that's good.
Yeah,
That's a really
yeah.
that's a good record.
Very good record.
Yeah.
And yes, but he wants to get back and he's going to say that he's going to start fresh. I believe that he was semi professional at the time because people no well he could have been semi pro at the time because that's the reason why I think that's because he's saying that like some of the dudes that he fought um are now in Bellator.
Hmm.
So I would think that he's fighting on the or excuse me, not semi pro, regional circuit.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Amateur circuit and then regional circuit and
Hmm.
then the pros. But yeah, I
Mhm.
believe he was on the regional circuit.
Okay. Yeah, so you're getting good training then.
Hell yeah, man, I am.
So,
Good experience.
exactly.
It's a
Exactly.
rich community too. Like my coach, really, his whole family is like they're involved in combat sports. So like his cousin as well. This is my other coach, but his cousin as well. He was another fighter. He's ended 24-4.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I actually don't even know what my coach's record was, but I know that he won like a belt though. Yeah, because I saw it when I was in his garage. Like he had his nickname, or his nickname is Robitussin.
Because he put dudes to sleep.
Yeah, his nickname was, well his, well, I don't want to dox him, but his nickname was Robitussin. Ryan Robitussin.
Damn, that's actually kind of sick.
It is the,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of sick.
It's
Jeez.
a nice name. I
Yeah.
like Robitussin.
Ryan Robitussin. That's hard. That's hard.
It is.
That's hard as hell. But yeah, man. I think we should get into the juicy stuff.
Eh,
You know, so I'm
this
a,
past
this
weekend.
past weekend, man. So you did watch the Emmett fight with Yair?
Yeah, I did.
That was good, man.
Yeah, it was a very good fight. I mean, Yair is, man, he is. I was hearing Joe Rogan talk about him, and he's shaping up to be one of my favorites, bro. Because he, I relate to him. He started in Taekwondo, so a lot of techniques that he does, like three throws, like 360 roundhouse kicks and stuff like that. And he here's what I feel like about Taekwondo. Taekwondo is like alone, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do anything with Taekwondo. But if you can um learn Taekwondo and then you learn everything else,
Mhm.
you're gonna be ridiculous.
Mhm.
You're gonna be ridiculously good
Mhm.
because the leg dexterity that you get from Taekwondo is insane, bro. It's incredible. Like I could already do question mark kicks. When I started training Muay Thai, I could already do question mark kicks
Wow.
because I had been training, Taekwondo my whole life
Mhm.
or since I was 5. So I could already do question mark kicks. And there was and there's black belts who can't do question mark kicks.
Wow. Wow.
Because just because it's not because they don't know the techniques, because like they haven't developed the leg dexterity. Because your leg literally needs to be able to swing on a hinge.
Mhm.
Like it needs to be able to swing from side to side. Like when you hang it like this, it needs to be able to swing from side to side, like
Okay,
that.
so that's conditioning right there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's not just flexibility in your knee.
Mhm.
It's flexibility in your knee and also in your hips as well
Okay.
that cause you to do that, because it's not just the knee moving, it's the hip as well.
Everything is moving in conjunction. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he is a beast, man. And I'll tell you this, bro. If him and Volk do fight, that's going to be a hard fight for Volk.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get me.
I
Go ahead.
I mean, I think Volk can figure him out. I think that Volk, he's a much better wrestler. Um, his striking is just a different style.
Yeah.
But I would say he's fundamentally more sound.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he has more
Definitely.
weapons in the strike, even in the striking department.
Mhm.
But Yair, actually, I don't want to say more weapons. I want to say different weapons. Yair does video game moves. Okay,
Video game, bro. Literally.
Yair, did you see him fight Max?
No, that's the fight I did not see.
Bro, you have to watch that fight
Yeah.
if you want to see. He didn't even win the fight,
Mhm.
but he earned so much respect. Like you gotta watch that fight. You
Mhm.
gotta watch them. Like, bro, the shit that he was doing in that fight was just so crazy, bro. Just like stuff where it's like just video game moves, bro, literally.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, but watch him and Max Holloway.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Him
him.
and oh
I'm
gosh,
gonna
bro,
watch that.
that fight was crazy.
I seen like parts of it, but no, I haven't seen the full thing. But yeah, man, that dude is just so unpredictable. Like he'll just do some like well, especially in that Emmett fight, bro. But the thing about Emmett is he was a smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? And he was in Um, you know,
Emmett, he's stockier. I don't want
he's
to say he's
stocky, he's
smaller.
stock, but his,
He's
his
smaller.
reach, his height, what I'm saying is,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a lot more rangy, Yair, so he was able to pick him from behind,
Oh
but
yeah, for
you know what I'm saying,
100% he was.
but Yair or Emmett took him down to the ground, and little did he know that that was his demise. You know what I'm saying? That was his demise, man. Done choked him out. Oh God, what's that called? A triangle?
Yeah,
Triangle.
the triangle.
Yeah.
That, but yeah, man. But as a lot of stuff he was doing, bro. A lot of stuff was like Carlson Senior Jiu-Jitsu, but that stuff that I've learned.
Hmm.
A lot of like pushing off the hips to create what he was trying to do when he got the armbar first. Literally stuff that I've done. He was trying to push off the hips, create the angle for a straight armbar.
Hmm.
So got him worrying about it. Um, and then he wasn't worrying about him bringing up the other leg. Um, because he already had his left leg in the right position, and he basically just got him worrying about the arm bar. You
Hmm.
didn't see him clear that other leg past the arm. Um, and yeah, but that was his demise. Is he underestimated Yair's ground game? He underestimated Yair's how he could work from the bottom.
Hmm. Yeah. Is he a jujitsu guy?
Yair's a striking guy, but like I said, we talked
Oh,
about
you're right.
before.
You're right. Yeah.
Yair Yair trained like my coach and my jujitsu coach that who teaches not that far from my house. He trained Yair for a fight. Um, it was years ago, but he was in the UFC. He was up and coming, but he trained Yair
Hmm.
in his jujitsu. But he said that at that time that Yair was very not comfortable on the ground,
Oh, okay.
very very not comfortable.
Okay.
But he said that yes, his jiu-jitsu has improved because when I was training him, he was very not comfortable on the ground.
Hmm.
Like was would shy away from being from jiu-jitsu,
Right. Right.
being on the ground.
Yeah, man. I really want to learn. I'm very instinctual when it comes
Hmm.
to fighting, and specifically when I'm on the ground. I just know certain and this is nothing that I learned as far as like like being taught, but it was more so, well, I guess my brother taught me, but it's more so like, yo, like it's the body anatomy. Like I know certain positions you do not want to get into. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very instinctual for me, but if I were to like learn it, I think it would be very interesting to see, what I'm saying? But maybe one day, man, maybe one day. Um, but I definitely want to get into
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
my bad, but yeah, I definitely want
Take your time.
to
It's all
stay in one
good.
of those definitely did want to get into the smoke, the real smoke, man. So I'm gonna start off with you. What did you think about the fight, Islam versus Volk? What did you obviously let me know what you think, who won the fight, and why? And uh, yeah, let's start off. Like, how did you think the fight, and also how did you think the fight was gonna go? Let's say answer that first one.
How did I think the fight was gonna go? I believe that Islam was gonna take him down and control him like he did to Volk. I mean, like he did to Volk, like he did to Oliveira. Um, I thought when the fight ended, I did believe that Islam won because I thought, and it could be biased. Maybe it was because of the fact that like I did not believe that Islam was going to be able to strike with him as much as he did. I thought that Islam could definitely strike with him because I've seen him strike. He could strike, but the fact that he was touching Islam as much as he was, I believe going into the third, Islam was up on significant strikes. It was 46-44. Um, so looking at that, I believed that Islam outstruck him.
Is that
Um,
accurate though? Did you outstrike him? Like within the full fight?
oh, actually, I could literally look at it right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I think
Uh,
I thought Volk actually outstriked him.
so significant strikes. So he did. So round one, it was 18 strikes, 18 total strikes for. So he actually, so in the first round he beat him. In land percentage and in total strikes, he beat him. But Volk landed one more significant strike, so Volk did more damage in round one. So, which is interesting. That's interesting.
I look, I'll tell you this, bro, because I remember watching the fight, right? And I gotta watch it over again.
Hmm.
But I remember watching the fight, and I'm like, yo, like the only way I could have saw Islam winning as far as these rounds is the fact that he did get Volk down numerous times, but Volk got right back up. So I was like, I thought that Volk did more damage. I honestly did. I thought he was
Bro,
able to do more
holy cow.
damage. What are you seeing?
So, I'm looking at these numbers, and it's just so in the second round, bro. They I don't see I don't know if this strikes. Okay, no, they're not cumulative. They're just total
Hmm.
for the round. Bro, second round, their striking numbers were dead even.
Wow. Okay.
Dead even. So total strikes, 30 total strikes landed for each.
Hmm.
19 significant strikes for
Oh
each.
wow.
And then but one takedown. Well, Islam landed one takedown.
Mm.
So you would have to give that round
Yeah. Yeah.
to Islam.
True.
The first round, it would look like.
See,
I mean, you watched the breakdown though.
I did, but he didn't talk about the first round. But from what I remember,
Yeah,
my memory, I thought that Volk won the first round. That was my memory. I still got to watch it over again.
I do believe that too. That was from my memory, but
Yeah, I got to watch it over again, but that's what I remember. Um,
so it's different. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't think Volk did more damage because he did land. Islam did land four more total strikes
right.
than he.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But here's when I say damage, I mean physical damage, right? Because I
Yeah, yeah.
felt Volk ate a lot of. He did. Don't get me wrong. I think Islam hurt him a couple times, right? Stunned
No,
him.
he dropped him. He dropped him
No, he
more.
didn't start. He didn't drop him, bro. He didn't drop him.
Yes, he did
No, he
drop him.
didn't. Islam didn't drop him, bro. It. Don't get me wrong. Look, I thought that too, but it wasn't a drop. It wasn't. He kneeled down. If you're talking about the first time, he
He
kneeled.
dropped him
No,
twice.
no, no, not Volk. Look it up. There wasn't no. There's no knockdown for him. There's no counted knockdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Volk knocked what's his name? Islam down.
Round one. Okay, there's nothing in the. What the hell? It's not reading any knockdowns.
There was definitely one knockdown for Islam. I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
No, what the hell?
What's it saying?
It's not reading any knockdowns for
Anything?
Islam. What?
Let me see.
That's wrong.
What episode or I said episode. What one are you looking at?
No, I'm on the website on the UFC
UFC.
website, but it's only reading one knockdown for Volk. That is
Really? It says the Volk down knockdown for Volk?
it says one knockdown for Volk. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Yeah,
he
yeah.
knocked
Huh?
down in the first. No, but here, hold on. Didn't he knock him down in literally the first round?
But
Hold
yes,
on.
he technically he went down, but it wasn't a knockdown though. If you watch it slowly, from what I remember, because they played it back,
No,
and
no, no. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Volk knocked down Islam in the
Yes,
first
no,
round.
not the first round.
What
Oh,
was
you
the
know what?
straight
Okay, no, no, no.
he did? The straight left.
Okay, yeah, that might, yeah, okay, that might have
Was it
happened,
straight left?
but
Straight left or
I
straight
don't know
right?
if I don't know if
Hold on.
they counted it as a knockdown though. I
We
don't.
might. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Oh no, I just looked at ESPN, but I do remember him knocking. And I don't know, bro. These judges are so fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
They're literally so weird. They like remember how Colby. Remember he took down Kamaru.
Hmm.
They didn't count that a takedown.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that. That was like a big thing because he's never been taken down other than that.
I mean, in my opinion, it was a takedown
Yeah, I mean, it was a takedown. It was, he got back very quickly, but it was a takedown though.
because they're saying basically what. Oh shoot! Basically, what they're saying is that
There was no
in
control.
order yeah, there's basically what they're saying is that in order to take someone down, you need to have control. But it's like I'm pretty sure that they've counted
Yeah, not or fucking what do they call takedowns. It's
they've counted takedowns without for
and
when a guy hasn't had control
right,
for sure.
right. Right.
Really, that's it, bro. Like, I really think that
I
um,
thought that I thought that Volk won the fight. Now, don't get me wrong. From watching that breakdown, I think it was closer than I originally thought. Um, but I think Volk was. I think he did enough to get the W. I think he just did just. I think he did enough. Um, it was it
it's very difficult because like the fight could have gone either
it, it
way.
could have, and I'll admit that now. But when I first saw it, I didn't think that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I thought it was clear cut, but I still think it's clear cut. But I think it's definitely you could make an argument for Islam winning. But I think that Volk definitely, in my opinion, I think he was able to do a little bit more and hurt him more. Like, I
Hmm.
mean, he look, Volk was eating the shots, eating them. He, you know, but Islam, bro, it looked like he was getting really bothered by the shots, right? He was getting very bothered by the shots. It looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I take all that's how I score these fights as well. I take in all account. How does you know what I'm saying? Body language. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Is he? Well, I won't say the gas part, but his face looked like he didn't want to be there. And Volk is,
Mm.
he ready to, he ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was able to do enough, but you know,
Hmm.
these fights,
I
I also thought that Max Holloway won the second fight. So it's up. These things are
Oh, well, a lot of people thought Max Holloway won the second
right, and
fight.
and it's like okay, a lot of these fights are they're so razor close, and it's like sometimes they just don't go your way. You know what I'm saying, or
Uh-huh.
what you see.
Yeah, I just pulled up the first round here. I just wanna make sure because Islam landed that knee. I just want to make like damn sure. I just want to. Okay. Okay. So I believe that if he was gonna knock him down, it was gonna happen within like the first 2 minutes of this round.
Volk, you're saying like
Yeah,
Volk
he
getting knocked
knocked.
down.
No, Volk knocking down
Oh,
Islam.
okay. It's, I
Yeah.
could have sworn they only counted one
Okay.
though, but he did knock him down a couple times.
Pretty sure he knocks him down right here, doesn't he?
Yeah, the first round.
Okay, 2 minutes into the first round. Uh, huh. He may not have knocked him down.
In
I may be remembering it wrong.
in the first round you're talking about?
Yeah, I may have to go back. Like I'm not gonna watch the whole round right now and do well, I'll watch it after this. I'll watch the round after this
Hmm.
and see if he knocked him down. Because I'm pretty sure that he knocked him down.
Right.
Like it was like up against the cage.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't remember that one. Oh, you know what? Maybe so. See, yeah, we got to watch the fight again. Honestly, we got to watch it fully and really dissect it. Because right now I'm working off memory, and
Oh
I
yeah,
was I
see,
was
see?
drinking what
Right uh at two. No, bro, he got dropped.
Volk.
Volk got dropped.
Watch it slowly.
He went down to the knee, but he got
But
rocked, bro.
was it a rock that did it?
He got
Watch
rocked,
it
bro.
slow.
I literally
Don't watch it
no,
quick.
Mark. I
I'm
literally
just
watched his
I'm just
no,
asking this.
no, I know. What I'm saying is I literally watched his head rattle and then
Okay.
he drops to a knee.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. When I saw it, I thought that as well. But then when they played the replay, I was like, okay, he took a knee. But I mean, you guys send me the video. Where is it?
I mean it's on my ESPN.
Okay.
Oh and I could actually do the playback speed on this. I could. Can I? Can I? Can I?
Should be able
No,
to.
I can do it on the app, but for some reason I can't do it on the for some reason I can't do it on the what's it called? On the website. But yeah, no,
But they didn't. But I'm telling you, man, did they count that?
they didn't count
Because
it.
that's what I'm saying. Because I swear the only one they counted for both of them was when Volk knocked down Islam in the second or third round. But
I
they never
I
counted any
believe
of
it
the
was
other
actually
ones.
the second round. I believe it was actually the second round, and I'm mistaken. Oh wait. What was this replay right here? This no 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 he died he oh no no no, he didn't knock him down. You heard him. All right.
Well, you
Yeah
talking when he staggered back?
yeah.
Volk?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on,
yeah.
hold
He
on.
staggered back.
All right, yeah. No, so I mean I think he got knocked down, but it is tough to say. It's very tough to say. It's literally, bro, it's the same thing that happened. You remember when Colby got knocked down by Masvidal?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same exact scenario. Popped
Is it
right back
though? He,
popped
but
right
he,
back up.
he does, but like that was
Well, the thing is, like that was the shot was like there was
it,
less
bro.
going on during that shot, so it was so much
It was
cleaner. So you could see it,
exactly.
like you could
You can
literally
see it.
see his chin move. This
Right.
one wasn't on the chin; it was on the temple.
Yeah, and I gotta watch it again, right? But from what I remember, he got like it was in a sequence of hits, and it looked like he took a knee to dodge. I don't know. That's just from my point of view. I'm thinking while I'm watching the fight, okay, he took a knee to, or he kind of got down on his knee to dodge the punch, but I don't know. I don't know. If you saying that he getting clipped and you see his brain rattle, then I mean, you could count it as a knock. Well, that's the thing. They didn't. There was at least 3 to 4 knockdowns that
Well,
they
the
did
thing
not
is,
count.
you also got to look at the like, because I watch MMA all the time, right? Like, I've never seen anybody dodge a punch like that.
Like that. True.
Like, no
True.
one's ever taken a knee to dodge a punch. Like, you don't have
Mhm.
to take a knee to.
Mhm.
If
That's
you're,
overkill.
yeah, you don't have to take a knee to dodge a punch. Like, if it's a punch to the head, I mean, you could just duck down. If it's a punch to the body, you're not even supposed to duck down.
Mhm.
Like, if it's an
Yeah.
uppercut.
You got a point. You got a point. You got a point. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I gotta watch it again. Um. I gotta watch the whole thing fully again. You know what I'm saying? Fully again. And just really. Sometimes you see things you didn't see the first time
No,
when you watch a
100%.
fight. You know what I'm saying? So, like
Dude, I remember fights wrong. Like
yeah.
I remember finishes wrong.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
mean,
remember
and once you got alcohol in the, I mean, I was at the bar. I was, what I'm saying. So, you know, but I still do stand on Volk winning. But things we might be remembered incorrectly, and this and that, and that and this type of thing.
no 100% because like bro, when you watch a fight in the moment, you're super in it. You're
Yeah.
super in it. And you're
Hmm.
not like a judge. Like you're
Right.
not objective, you're not like a commentator.
Right.
Like
I
you're
tell
not
you, I am when I watch it the second time though,
yeah.
or it's a
And the second
controversial,
time.
yeah,
But
or
like
it's a
when you're
controversial fight. In
yeah,
the
but
moment,
like if you're like at a watch party or something,
yeah, no, you're just
100% paying attention to the fight.
exactly, yeah,
You're
yeah.
not. You're not 100% even paying attention.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's one thing that I had to realize too, because
Mhm.
watching Piotr Jan and Sean O'Malley. Like I originally thought that I can't remember who I thought won originally, but I just remember going back and I might have actually thought the same person won, but I just remember going back and like, okay, I remember that fight differently. Like I remember
Mhm.
things happening differently. Like I remember the exchanges different.
Right. Right. I thought Jan won that fight. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
thought Jan won that
I
fight.
did believe Sean won.
No, no. Oh, you're saying Sean. No, I
I
thought
believe
Jan.
Sean won after the second time.
Oh, that you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I gotta watch it. I thought Jan won, but yeah. I mean, like I said, these things have to be, watched again. Like uh, w- controversial fights, I always keep a scorecard. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's when I'm watching as well, like Devin Haney versus Campos, even though I didn't need to. I did a scorecard because I didn't want nobody saying that this is before he whooped him, right? In
Mm,
the moment, I'm doing the scorecard because I made sure, they're not gonna put the fuck to him. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, rob him or nothing like that. So I made sure I scored the thing. But and then Charlo versus Castaño, that was a draw. That was one of the biggest fights of the year. And I actually scored that a draw myself as well. Um, so, I think I'm pretty good at judging, bro, to be honest with you. Like, I've taken a lot of shit, but we got to realize as well as our judging system, again, is not the same. I judge
hmm
fights a little bit different. I think things are more significant that they may not, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So, um, but it's fun, though. It's fun, you know what I'm saying, when you got to really dissect something. But this is definitely going to have a lot of people, torn. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I have Volk pound for pound number one. Me personally, in my pound for pound
Yeah,
list.
I think style wise, I think Volk is still number one.
Cause bro, he exposed a lot of holes in Islam's, you know what I'm saying, armor. In my opinion, I think if Vulcan, even though Volk is one of a kind, you know what I'm saying. Don't get me, I'm not, but if someone is going to be able to replicate what he, not even just the damage and the pressure and the resilience, if they're able to, and if they could take Islam's power, I think they beat him, and they could take his strength. You know what I'm saying? I think they beat, but again,
Well, is it?
someone has to come.
Listen, Volkanovski's a wrestler. Like that's
Mhm.
what you have to understand is that Volkanovski actually has a lot of wrestling under his belt. So you have to look at the at what he has done to every other lightweight.
Mhm.
So you can't discount that. I think that I think that saying something like that honestly takes away from Volk.
Well, that's why I said I'm not trying to belittle him or anything like
Yeah.
that, right? And I prefaced it like that, but I'm saying again, obviously he's pound for pound in my book for a reason, right? But if someone were to again replicate what he did, even in because look, we got to look at this. Yeah, he has the same arm reach, but if someone is the same size of what's his name, Islam, and they do what he did, Islam cannot get away. It's only physics. You know what I'm saying? It's only size
It's
matters.
not only
Size
physics.
matters, but size matters. They have weight class for a reason. And
True.
he came up from one when his bone structure simply didn't match.
Well,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Well, the thing is, Volkanovski is actually a big guy.
He's a big guy, yes, but
Volkanovski at one point fought at middleweight. He fought at 185.
oh
I didn't
yeah,
even know that.
in the UFC?
Not in the UFC, but
Oh, okay.
he fought at
That
middleweight
is
at one point.
crazy. That is insane.
He used to be 210 pounds.
Yeah, when he
He
played
used to play
rugby.
yeah, he used to play rugby.
Hmm.
So he's actually a big, strong, powerful guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
No,
the
he is. He is. But here's the thing about it, right? Once you start, once you start basically moving up to certain um he- weight classes, right? You figure out, and I've seen someone say this, right? You figure out that it's really not about the weight, right? You start seeing some dudes, the way that they punch, the size of their bones, the size of their muscles are bigger. It's not just about weight at a certain point, right? It's literally the anatomy of the person, right?
hmm
It's just it's different. Some of these guys are bigger than you, are physically
Oh
bigger than
yeah.
you. Not just weigh the same, but they are bigger than you know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not belittling what Volk did. Volk is I have him as number one. I you know what I'm saying? I think he's today. I think yeah he earned the title. But if you take if you were to take Volk's style and put it in someone that was the same size of Islam, I think they done him. I think they smoke him. You know what I'm saying? I think they smoke him. If you're able to snuff his takedowns, right? Strike with him, bro. Volkanovski dropped him. Clean,
Yeah.
clear,
I
clean
think
cut.
yeah, and
No
I think
controversy.
yeah, and
No
I
controversy.
think Volkanovski is just amazing, bro.
Yeah.
I think
He's
at
a,
the
no.
end of
He's
the day, Volkanovski is just amazing. But
yeah.
I don't think actually most of the guys that in lightweight can do
Could
anything.
do it.
I
Facts.
think
Facts.
Volkanovski, what was shown is that Volkanovski can deal with a lot of guys at
A
lightweight.
lot of guys. A lot of guys.
I think that's what was shown is that
Yeah.
it didn't take away anything from Islam. I think that, but
Yeah. I mean, well,
I don't believe it
I
took away
think
anything from him. It just showed
no, but
Volk's level.
to me, he got exposed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we never really we saw Charles go up against Volkanovski and sorry, go against Islam and choose the complete opposite way we wanted to fight, or what he should have done. Right? We saw him take the wrong path to fight Islam.
Hmm
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying if they fight again he will win for sure, but I think if he fights a smarter fight, I think there's a much better chance of him winning the fight, right? Um, like I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things where he only see. I can't say he only beat, but he beat Charles that did some that fought stupid, right? Just wasn't. I don't think he was on his A game. I think he didn't believe. We already talked about this before, but and then he beat just barely to a lot of people, and a lot of people think that he lost to Volk, right? So I think he got exposed a little bit. I think if you're able to deal with his wrestling, yes, he can strike very good, right? He can strike. He can he's up there, but if you are faster than him, which Volk was, and you're able to even just match his power. Now I can't think of a person at lightweight that can do it. I'm not saying like, yo, this person could do it because he's better than, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you get a fighter that way that can do all these things, I think they beat him convincingly. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And it just again it shows how amazing Volk is because he came up from 145 and did that to Islam. You know what I'm saying? Which shows you how good the guy is. Again, pound for pound has nothing to do with pound for pound is style. If you were 125, could you beat someone at 185? That's pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? That's how it
Hmm.
was designed. So his style, does your style carry out between all of the weight classes? And his style does. We see it. We saw it. Maybe not him himself does, but your style does, and that's why I have him as pound for pound number one. You know what I'm saying? His style does. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you look at Islam, right? What do we see? What do we learn? We saw that if you were not able to, if he's not able to get you down, he's forced to what? Strike with you, right? If you are the superb striker, then and you're able to snuff his takedowns, you'll probably do very good against him, right? So that's something that I saw. So I don't think he's pound for pound number one because he's not a one trick pony by any means. But he's a lot stronger in the wrestling area than he is in the striking area. I think you know what I'm saying. So it's one of those things where if you are pound for pound number one, you should not eat. Listen, there's no in pound for pound number Floyd Mayweather. You did not ever see him get outclassed every round. Not to say that Islam did, right? But I'm
Hmm.
saying you never saw him. You seen him lose rounds, yeah, but you never saw him get outclassed in one area. And you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And not to say that Volk really outclassed him, but I think he beat him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the fight. I'm like, yo, Islam is getting beat up. So pound for pound, bro, you need to be super duper well rounded. You need to have, and I think Volk is the definition of that, bro. He's a well rounded man. He was able to snub the wrestlers off the famous wrestler, protege Khabib. You know what I'm saying? So I think I got him as pound for pound. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just hit the well, we're well over an hour, but we again, we talking, man. We dissecting, we bouncing things off of each other, man. So um, again, like and subscribe for more content. You feel me? We're gonna be back in a couple of days, I believe. Um, you know what I'm saying? Again, like and subscribe, hit that bell icon, share the video, and we out.